Always going to be a highlight for
We got
FUT.
FUT on defense, we got Gentlemates on attack.
This squad going 0-1. They come back with a vengeance,
great
and
Omen
that's a
flash on
scary
this one.
thing. Zeus, the one to draw first blood. Mini is down. Damage has been done.
Yetijay takes contact, double swing.
Look for a little bit more. Tucked up close. It's going to be Yetijay swinging into trade, leaving Prox
Do you
down
keep an
to
eye on
50,
this like round?
with the advantage
Wait, this
already
is...
secured, not so firmly
Oh,
now, but
imagine
with the
he lost
flank
that.
taken down. It's only a sliver of HP, a single shot onto Prox.
One of the weirdest duels on this. Okay, that is a nice pistol from FUT. They managed to be in the right place. Good util. Omen flash was perfect timing with the swing as well.
Sort of give a little bit more context to what I was
Cal, the
talking about
uninvited
with the
guest, thanks so much for the 5 months.
Obviously, in a normal group
I
stage,
appreciate using
you're
your prime
talking
on me.
about,
Thank you for that.
like maybe the top one skips something, top two, like you move in a
EMEA
different
has
manner.
matches on the weekend now. Yeah, it's because they got to cram the schedule in
technically in the group
because we've got play-ins. The two teams are playing at one point.
You just go further into that play. So like if you finish first, you manage to skip quite far through. If you're right near the bottom, you're in a much more
VFL count players
troublesome
of the
spot,
second
and you have
game.
to play
Nah,
an extra couple of weeks, and you have to play even longer if you finish
picks
at the
their
bottom
best
of the board.
performing game.
So for FUT, if they don't win this series, getting towards the top of the group is actually going to be very, very difficult because they'll already be 0-2.
Yeah, so not just coming back for vengeance, but with a purpose as well. FUT.
Can they get a plant down on this one? Kind of would be nice for Martin to get it, but
Classics in the hands of the Gentlemates. But it's dangerous having to fight back
if
into the
tier
side.
2 teams win, they go to champs. Yeah, but
these players to jam themselves
if a tier 2 team wins, it's the most impressive run ever in Valorant.
You can see they're already cautious of it, but not worried enough. A big turn up for Prox. He's got 3 more to take down an ace with a classic, and he won't even get to the weapon without being tagged down to
He wanted to get the weapon and get out of there, I think.
Yeah, they get there in the end.
Unless
Decent
it was just the
damage
Marshal.
by
I don't know if
Prox
there's
at
another gun
least,
up there or
but
not.
for FUT, 2 players lost. I think we hit sort of the minimum bar.
Top 2 might be doable. I don't think so, man.
Yeah, they'll at least
I don't think it's doable personally, but
the additional rifle
I would love
that they
to see
had,
it.
so though they've lost an SMG along the way, it's not the end of the world.
Have to go through
but
2 brackets. Yeah, you got to go through play-ins, then playoffs.
I think he's been a good
I'm telling you,
addition
it's
to
not
this
a
team
thing.
to what we saw earlier in the week.
What the? Mate, you're against Eco.
Round 2.
Anti-Eco.
He's having the best time ever.
Fantastic mood. He's always the hype man, but I don't know if I've seen him dancing after winning an anti-Eco round.
I don't know if it was the shot through the smoke to start it or what, but it always feels good to see a Neon slide into your trips. But a trap now. The 3 players wait in main, well, 2 wait in main.
Unlucky. Possibly the worst gun for in terms of the Guardian.
TV back from Zeus as he gets to safety, but the trades aren't looking too hot. They're not ready for Sociable!
Oh, he carried on going as well. He's done enough damage. 53 though, Yetijay might not be able to pick up a gun. He can tank 1 body shot.
There couldn't possibly be a 4th rat in the corner, but they're down to a 1v1, and Beepo is already tagged heavy.
The bait was good. Yeah, the bait was really good.
Dancing after the last round. If he can take this one home, he might just be breakdancing in the center of the stage.
Who's the best chance of doing a run? I think I'm 18.
Easier said than done. Doesn't know where the last man is, and Beepo will be that
unlucky,
safe pair of hands.
It was a good try on this.
Definitely not a safe road to victory for Gentlemates with their first round onto the board. An incredibly costly round versus the bonus, and all of that came off of Sociable in the corner.
Again, they dealt with so much, and it's that bait.
EP? Yeah, it could be EP. They're the only 2 that I would give like a percent, and even then it's not. It might actually just be a percent.
No problem, guys.
Seemed like a bit of a problem.
It could definitely end up being a problem. Sociable 7-1 to start this. Probably the player you want to have their ultimate early, if
Or
any,
they can get 1 shot, and they're going to him. He's a little committed though.
Sup is playing a risky game hiding in
Oh,
that
it's real
cage.
fast on this. Does Crostali go for it? He shouldn't.
Mini's already
He heard a lot though. Great stun. Oh my god. See, I felt like he heard a lot, but with that play, it felt like maybe the comms weren't great.
Oh, luckily for them, it's on the right side of the door. A maniac down on either side, it seems, but for now, I was going to say things are even, but that didn't last long. Trades back and forth. Convergence path thrown in. But are they going to be able to react off the back of it? Wary that maybe some of the players didn't hit and they weren't. But Zeus hits the shot anyway. His 3rd of the round. leaving just 2 remaining. Cristalli caught with utility,
No
and then
way,
the trip
won that.
catches another. That leaves Martin all online, but
Patience
not a great
from
place
Zeus.
to use it. Needs to be another instant shot, but he doesn't realize that that player was just around the corner. Step heard, ready for the fight,
Ooh,
and he
very,
will
very
hit the
nice. Good
headshot
for
anyway.
Martin. Has his
Only
ult as well on
needed
this one.
a single bullet to the chest, but Martin never does things the easy way.
It has definitely been a shaky 2 rounds for Mates. Left down to 1 player alive.
Velocity Raptor, thanks so much, man. I appreciate that in the YouTube chat.
The finish line. Maybe
Of course, bro.
Like
thank you for that, mate.
That there for Martin. Being able to take the first, catching Cristalli with the arrow out was the first mistake from FUT. From there was no recovering. Mates 2-2. This could very well be.
We get neglected here. Guys, don't get neglected in the YouTube chat. What do you mean? I'm reading them.
Pistols. Mates come into this with a
That's
run
lovely
back
from
online
Velocity.
and not likely needing to use it. And we can even, well, they're going to use it, and the pressure comes towards the side of the map where there is only 1 player,
Yeah,
and not for long.
and
The
they
only
could,
real
if they wanted
danger
to,
is
try and
Martin
get this
when he
Sova
goes
ult as
back
close
here,
as
when the
possible.
ult fades.
Still no idea in terms of back of sight.
They're watching it.
They're
You on
protected.
live chat now on YouTube?
I
Yeah.
think for
Ash reminded me like
Mates in
first
this
5 minutes
round,
into
like,
the
you have the last
stream.
couple where only a singular player survives. Sure, the run it back might seem like an overcommitment, but even if you lose a multitude of players again, that's a problem. Building up the economy holds a lot more value for them here and now. And it
Ideal
also
world,
means there's a
Starzo
chance
gets
for
to.
Martin to start building up those orbs again.
It's also not out of the question that they went for a crazy force buy, but more so that they have some dangerous weapons. And we can see, look, a lot of Sheriffs. If that was a stack on B, you'd certainly want to find out before your life is on the line. It's clean as can be for Gentlemates. An in-zone flawless against the low life.
Use an ult here?
And again, it's not the most impressive
use
round
ult to
we've ever
entry?
seen. Of course they win it, but it's so important that they do it cleanly with how costly those first 2 rounds on the board were.
Well, at least a good
them.
serve ult.
Yeah, it's fully worth investing the ultimate just to come out this clean and
Yeah, at least, yeah. I mean, at least they came out of it not losing any.
Nice and easy for Starzo, who now comes in with an ultimate of his own, the Hunter's Fury, available for their next round.
Prioritizing the money.
Of course, versus Pacific, it was a 6-0 defensive side for Mates, so they can build into this attack half. I'm sure they'll be quite happy with it. Although I will say, odds are FUT are going to be better on the attack.
Well, FUT trying to create some space for Sop. The smoke on top mid, send him back towards the door, but now he stands ready and waiting. Up close on top mid. Mini, is he about to make a play? They're waiting for this. FUT are sat back after the trip was broken in the market. They still have 2 players top mid. Mates knowing that they put that rotation over, but not ready perhaps for this many players to still be in position. Now, this rotate pulls numbers towards the A site. They're ready to defend this with their lives, and it's down to a 3v2. Rotate in from Zeus to lock off that site push.
One Apollo with the Prime. Appreciate the 5 months. Thank you. Is Mini a duelist player now? Yeah. They change roles. Depot
I would imagine even in the corner, this is a little open. Vulnerable to the spam, but they'll get away with it.
I like the dart as well. Meant that nobody wanted to take the risk. Looking like they're going to try and fight towards Zeus. If they can clear and this becomes a whole lot easier, but it's always easier said than done. Nice shot from Vipo. And now he'll know where both the remaining players are, but they know where he is as well. Hoping to try and clear one of them. The Energy just takes the 1v1 instead. It will be a 3rd round onto the board for FUT. And Gedajay's up on his feet again.
Mate, every round.
What's going to him today?
Dude, I'm telling you, it's the small studio, man. The small studio with no crowds. Everyone is giving it so much. Everyone feels super comfy to just give it.
It's a big round for FUT to get onto the board. Good reactions on the defensive side. What's that?
I know what it is. So last week, he was made to play only controllers. Or not last week, this week. It's screwing my head, there's more than 1 game a week. He was made to play Viper and Omen.
Yeah.
He's back on Senti.
And he's having a good time.
It's a good day to be alive.
He's changed up his trips as well. This time it's reinforcing the A site. This has all been about market and B main control for Yedajay so far.
Zeus.
Now looks to block them as they come in towards A short, a kill.
Dude, every time he has to spam, he's got the Guardian.
Trying to force the fight, but the trap a little further back. Hasn't been detected just yet. Okay, so the lurk around won't really be profitable.
Oh, the double.
If he steps too far forward,
he got the
down,
double.
but no longer as Yedeje falls to the Hunter's Fury still.
They both got one before they went down. That's kind of impressive.
They've broken
even on the push behind, not going to be able to check the camera at all. Okay, he's going to join his teammate.
Threat with an Omen still alive. They could have already bypassed it. The only thing to do is to take the site, but they need a safe haven to fight from. A look towards the spawn. Beepo baited in by the steps of Sociable. Didn't know that he had backup, and Starzo's got to do it alone. He knows there's 2 players on short, and the paranoia's landed perfectly still. The arrow not catching.
It's a nice try.
But Sop removed that.
He gave himself a good chance on this.
Yeah, it felt like an almost identical round in terms of how that played out with the 2 versus 3 and the attempted aggression.
Genomates, 2 of them can't buy, right? Well, actually, 2 full loss bonus. They probably forced this. 4 can buy and 1 takes the hit. Maybe like a stinger or something.
Even with the Hunter's Fury there, Sop's operator in hand, and he's had a very quiet start to this game. Quiet in terms of kills, not in terms of how he's been playing. He's been very aggressive. We saw him try and fight a whole team with the shorty. But
yeah, right. They go for the 4 buy with the 1 stinger.
It becomes scarier for the mates.
Well, last 2 rounds we've seen
good recovery from FUT.
Like I was saying, from FUT, the rotations out of
what is this? Sending it? Oh, they're sending it. Double duelist, send it down.
The retreat from Sociable and the immediate.
It's pretty good on this one because Waylay obviously can then rotate a lot faster with the refract and they get the 1 set up. So if they try fast react, Waylay's kind of here.
To strike from an angle they are not
Dude,
expecting.
they are not on top of Sociable here.
They're TPing and giving him freebies, but
now he's committed.
The pressure can be applied.
Wait, they forgot about him.
Where did he think he'd gone?
Oh my god, he's got his non-stop raid boss.
And FUT thrive in this round. The snake in the grass. A surprise
look at him go.
But the 2nd and 3rd, they should have known, and they should have known better. Beepo has to take down 4, and to say they're defending the spike is to put it lightly.
Man. That was kind of sick, though, to be honest. He did super aggro over towards A lot of util, and then he just hit here, right, the whole time.
So I think Starzo was just in a full
he got a little fortunate, because you should consider this stuff, but...
So he's kind of like, they're definitely coming from here. Maybe the guy behind him.
Yeah, the comms have to be so...
He's never going to be a little bit late. He's on you like
comms have to be so rough for that to happen.
Nasty stuff. And it is interesting that FUT are one of the teams that will happily just go
3 in a row, good timeout. They forced into this one as well, so they definitely got to eco here.
And then just commit everything in behind it. And that's exactly what they did in this round.
As well, the timing of it after 2 defensive rounds where they allow mates to fill in some space and then cut off the overextension. It was really nice to see them then throw in this extra layer because mates are going, okay, we tested top mid, that didn't really work, we're going through market, they have that tight corner. Let's slow it down, let's play the space, let's drone from mid.
I want FUT to win champs. Zeus is my favorite
aimer. In that time, FUT have set themselves up to completely dismantle the play. That being said, Sociable getting 1 there is granted.
Doable.
He gets 1 almost every time.
Unlikely, obviously, but doable.
The ultimate's being thrown through to cause that chaos where, yeah, Starzo knows there's a guy there, but just hopes. And as well as worried about 2 other angles being pushed from. That chaos coming off the back of such slow rounds, it's really hard for mates to adjust to that pace in the moment.
Yeah, I think it's what FUT are masters of. We saw just there that
TMV would be insufferable. That is true.
It has only been that sort of singular victory going in the favor of the mates, and that was at the event where they managed to make it all the way to the
What should I do in Iceland?
Other than that, FUT have always been
if you're
the
here for
Masters of
longer
Chaos,
than a couple of days, go outside of
Reykjavik.
Reykjavik.
We'll see if that is going to be the case. After the pause, of course, the problem for mates is they don't really have much to play with.
Go north or south, whichever one you want.
Outlaw becomes like a 2-shot operator, although a slightly worse 2nd shot now.
Good stun, Zeus gifted Mini at the start of this round. Beepo falling. Now Sop's in trouble, you would think.
Good. Oh, nice shots, man. He got a double there.
And the round's cleaned up moments.
Okay, now they got a Phoenix on to the big buy rounds.
Again, every time mates go for this push, there are numbers there to respond. And although
North or south, this guy's a
tour
tour guide. I mean, the thing is, it's nice everywhere, Mini.
No, for sure, and luckily,
if you wanted a recommendation, I would go south.
Zeus, I think
I don't know what it's called though.
Using that
Diamond Beach or something? That's pretty good. Whatever's opposite Diamond Beach.
Most enjoyable, at least.
Oh, okay. They're not happy with the top mid stuff.
For now, though, I think a lot of what's going to be coming up is how are the mates actually going to react to this? How are they going to respond to this aggressive FUT play? So why don't we just listen in and see what they're going to do?
Why not go east or west? Mate, you're already west.
Get passive sniper, guys. You wanna chill, freeze now, freeze. Freeze everyone.
Sova top mid.
Smoke top mid.
Yeah.
Smoke top mid and we pop elbow with drone.
Yeah, bro.
And Phoenix
one
ult.
smoke, very one.
I'm gonna drone here and you pop a right set. Now just smoke city first.
Smoke city, yeah.
Just do it whenever you're ready, guys.
Double ult from here.
3, 2.
Ready? Ulting now. 3, 2, go. Smoke city.
Omen. He's ready to fight.
Go left, Martin, go left.
Too short, flooding short.
5 here.
That's it.
Too short. Bingo short.
HP, guys.
I'm Joker, wait, don't play.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
They're still both short. They put them.
Up.
10 HP now.
And Omen, he was short.
Could be city then maybe.
I'm planting Jen. Go plant, okay? Just spot after?
I have city.
He's on top of the box.
Nice, flank, guys, shot flank.
Okay, I have city.
10 HP then on.
Shadows traveling.
Omen could go elbow.
Yeah, I'll take your elbow.
Here's elbow. He jumped short, summon.
Okay.
Play double metal, make for each other.
Have cross with me. Being short. Try to spot short, I'm holding elbow. He's baiting. I have elbow.
Last player standing.
I'm slow.
Guys, but please focus on the boss plan, guys.
Damn,
okay?
2v5.
I need more comms, guys. Like, we're not talking in
Boss on the box.
Holy, they kept it on for the argument after as well. That's incredible.
It's not a good outlook to close out that round. And you can understand the frustration. 4 versus 2, flank coming in.
2v5 listening is incredible.
Strange that they call, I believe, not to go for the plant. That momentary freeze, it made Sop think something's going on. And then he catches the flank.
So
and that's where it starts to fall apart. Reposition from Sociable is perfect, and they just realize it too late.
I think the other thing as well, it's just like, rather than it being a freeze.
The slow look at each other into that was awesome.
What's gone on today with FUT, but I'm enjoying it. But yeah, it seemed like
the slow turn, the slow turn was
doing
sick,
something together. It was a freeze where 1 or 2 players peeked out and tried to fight an operator. Like this is. Even in that 2v2 at the end, Prox is fighting into Sop. That's the last thing you want to be doing when he has an
Why do you have Prime when there's no Prime delivery in Iceland?
Seems like more
because when I go to England, I just get all the stuff
you make mistakes, give opportunities to FUT. They're going to take them with open arms, looking to try and surround, or at least fake the idea that they're surrounding the players on this B site. Instead, though, they're going back in the other direction, and a nice hold from Beepo will deny Crostali's aggression.
Yeah, you know, it's Crostali feeling like he'd missed the boat. He wanted to then make something of that position, go for the flank. Zeus, that's the spike, stopped with the flash was perfect. Zeus is going to have to come up in a big way, and he's caught the flank. At least he's detected it, suspected
he's really
it,
on it. Dude, the awareness from FUT players right now is pretty impressive.
It sounded like maybe he went towards the elbow instead. Coming back to fight on short where Sop has already claimed another, and Zeus has seen one go into the corner. They've got the info, both on site. It certainly wasn't the planter walking moments ago. Prox will be dealt with. Zeus is having a heater with Martin stunned in that corner, spotted by the cam, pinged up. He doesn't stand a chance. 2 to take down, and they leave it to Zeus.
What a lovely round from Zeus this was.
4K.
Beautiful to watch.
Fire
Flamingo with the Prime. Appreciate the 4 months as well. Thank you so much for that.
Looks like we could be heading out of this half 9-3.
Oh, Zeus has been incredible. Like, genuinely incredible throughout this map so far. And firstly, just his positioning, like holding on to the back line.
Is Iceland expensive country to visit or settle in? Yeah, it's expensive here.
But since London, it seems
there's a reason I watch 20 hours a day of VALORANT, man.
In the AIM Labs dungeon.
Not for the love of the game, it's just to survive out here.
He's getting him ready for this matchup. 16-8. Sociable, even with his crazy aggressive plays, hasn't been able to keep up with his superstar duelist just yet. And from what was a 3-2 scoreline, they have won 6 rounds in a row.
Is Zeus the best Waylay? Dude, Zeus is a really good Waylay. He's up there for sure.
To be honest, they were acting like they were.
Problem is, I'm not sure there's that many good Waylays, so he might be.
We saw them on their feet. There's been no need for a mood change on FUT so far. This time, a more direct take at the B site. Main start out with the opening kill, a second as well. Still Yedege to deal with, and he's proving difficult to root from position. The shorty
good damage, though. Is it doable because of that? Probably not.
Well, he could put it down to a 1v2 here. The cage will unfortunately allow Beepo out.
You have a big garden, mate. I have a balcony. I do not have a garden.
It
How
should be
expensive that is out here?
this point. The fact they don't even
I'd
need
have to up those hours to 24 hours.
The trip there. 3 players on this kind of angle. Hell, they could even smoke it and just spam you down.
Yeah, there should be absolutely no way for him to get out of this scenario alive. Well, unless he can get this one to half. That's a nice shot. They do have to be a little bit careful. Another one of those.
Another?
Maybe he could turn it, but that time should tick low enough that he doesn't stand a chance.
With incredible timings on every single peak
here. It
here.
seems like there's an opportunity with the FUT players on the stage, but this time they were denied. An 8-4 half, 6 rounds in a row on that defense for FUT. And heading into the attack, I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous for Mates.
Nervous for Mates indeed, but excited, not even for the next half, but for the halftime
look
break.
really good.
Because you know
did
we
look
got
good. We haven't
Petra
seen
in the
enough,
house,
right?
and we just had to see her back in the server. So check out this cheeky little skirmish between her and Mini.
Wait.
I'm both winning.
GG.
Wow.
You could go pro, yeah.
Lost from a big lead, Tom. I heard you had an inside scoop on that.
Yeah, of course, she let him win.
Could have a pause named after as well. Who knows?
Although, maybe we don't look at the scoreboard right now. It doesn't seem like Mini came.
You don't think of the
He actually
13
got
months?
the same amount of kills in that skirmish.
What do you think
right
partner
now.
teams will do next year?
Yeah,
I mean, they'll do all right, but we'll see some.
Skirmish ends at 5,
We'll see some.
for those of you who were wondering.
I don't know
5-4
whether to call it upsets or failures,
Petra, but here's the thing,
or
Tom,
probably
let's
upsets.
draw some comparisons here.
With the format, some of the franchise teams are going to get wrecked.
4-1 down.
It was 4-1 down.
Can I swear here? Depends which one you go for, man.
Nice and let him win.
Apparently, allegedly, but if we were to believe, just for the moment, I understand.
Take your
you
pick.
think world champion Petra
I know
threw a
she let him
4-1
win.
lead?
I completely agree. She let him win.
That could never happen.
But just for one moment, humor me, and let's imagine that is the arc.
Let's tell some lies. Go on.
Well, it's not lying. We're imagining. We're imagining a different world. Could be our world. You know, we don't know for sure. Where Mates start slow and
would
then
Mini
they
have won
bounce
that?
back. They
Coach
come
Mini?
back into the game
Yeah,
just
Coach
like
Mini
in
would have
that
won
skirmish. For Mini,
but they were in the lead.
5-11 right now. Yeah, well, sure. But 5-11 right now for Mini. I guarantee by the end of this game, he's going positive.
I'm all for fantasy, but
if EWC does online qualifiers, doesn't that mean that VCT next year is Mickey Mouse because they have online qualifiers? See, I like what you're going for the bait, but the problem is the whole tournament's on online servers, mate.
I'm not even talking on this team, I mean on this server.
You are a bit like someone in Peter Pan. You know,
it didn't really hit.
About the same size.
If the whole of VCT was online, then sure. Then you've nailed it. But the problem is,
you got a green outfit as well.
It's not.
Anyway, Starzo has managed to find that opener. A good start. Maybe this is the comeback. Mini hasn't had to do too much just yet, so there you go. He's at least found himself one. And there is the pistol round under Mate's belt.
Doable.
It is a quick one. No plant as well. It's not bad.
It isn't LAN. I mean, they're on LAN, but they're using Paris servers. It's obviously a lot better that they're in Paris because it's only like, what, 10, 15 ping? But when they're in Saudi, they're on like 40 ping.
To take out of their possession.
One enemy.
And they very much had it in that first half from round 6 onwards. It was lights out from this squad. But now Mates, they win the last round of the half. They take the pistol here, and there is still some hope.
T1 Paper X game, it was an absolute banger.
For this squad, it
I'm not
could
gonna
have
lie.
looked a lot worse.
It was very fun.
In the first 4 rounds, the 2 of them they won were in 1v1s. It was a tight margin that even gave them a chance, but now they got to make the most of that opportunity. Going back in up against the Eco, always risky, and it has cost Mini his life. But see, here's the thing about Mini. He doesn't care if he's getting
clapping for an eco.
He's getting traded. He's getting round wins on the board, and that's more important than KD.
I've never heard clapping for an eco.
Great
Holy.
round for Mini.
Has he paid you off?
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. He called him out.
Found a good gameplay, mate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know, getting 1 kill versus classics is a great round.
Go on, get him.
He just died.
They did, didn't they? I thought he got the first one.
No, he was the first one to die.
Oh.
They just traded him, I'm pretty sure.
Jed is on a boat with the Prime. Pretty sure
Oh,
the
no, wait,
fatty team on.
Oh, maybe he did. Oh, even better! I thought he got
he
nothing.
got one in the pistol. Yeah,
Oh,
no, I
yeah,
don't think
it
he
was
did.
nothing last round. Yeah, he did get a kill.
No, thanks, Jack.
I was believing you for a second there. I wanted to believe Tom.
Yeah.
I could feel myself flying
It's
for
all
a
right.
moment.
I believe he's going to step
Ooh,
up into
mate.
this game.
Good. I've convinced
Mini
you.
never has.
Nearly got a second
well, no,
insta-heal.
based off facts
Based
of
off
his last
arguments
game.
that
You
I've
know,
made.
his first map was rough. The next two he was great. Been shut down immediately in this one, though.
Oh, that was unlucky, though.
Yeah.
That was really unlucky if you think about it.
Bonus rounds looking pretty good for FUT.
What do you think about DG's in? I think it's great, man.
Martin's alive, though.
He's a bit of an op merchant for sure, but he's really good with it.
Online, which he's probably not going to use.
If they get a kill here, he does. But now they're split up as well. I don't even think they're going to go for it now.
If he used his ult from this
Seems
point,
good for
they
vibes
may
as well, to be
genuinely
honest.
run out of time before they get to the fuse.
Last player standing.
And they won't get a kill either. Martin's stuck in the spawn. He's certainly not fighting for orbs. Perhaps fighting to keep the economy a bit more modest on the side of FUT.
EG? I don't know.
Or for
EG,
KD, everyone cares about KD.
this might be the best EG's
we
looked
just
for a
had
while.
that discussion, Tom. Mini doesn't.
Wait,
it's about a lot more than that.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening. I do that a lot. Zone out sometimes.
Martin might not have been listening to the save call, and he's given himself away. Luckily, it is a genuine concern for FUT. Look at their economy, 500 credits, the most that anybody's
They beat
got.
Envy?
So
Yeah, I know they
keeping
beat
4 players
Envy, but-
alive here, kind of worthwhile for that attack side, just to give them that extra safety net around to buy in. Yeah, look,
Envy
I mean,
was
they were
horrible.
staring at it the whole time.
I
No way
fully
you
back
could've
that as well.
done
man.
anything from there.
Enemy remaining.
That's tough.
Well, redemption still being sought after. But only 3 rounds
Do you have
behind.
kick
This
chat
is
up
the
as well?
purchase
Yeah.
Coming in now for Gentlemates.
Of course, I'm going to
Run it
see
back
the
online.
flame. I'm not going to read
Prox
out
has
or
been
acknowledge
having
the
a
flame, but
great
sometimes
map thus far,
it's just
and
fun to see what you guys are typing.
obviously, I feel like seeing him at EWC makes it easy to forget that this is only his second match back with the mates. But you can see why they opted to bring him back. Either way, FUT already getting
Is Nats playing
full
today?
control
Yeah,
of
should
middle.
be.
It gives them a lot of ground to challenge for. It also forces the defense to have players towards top mid, be careful of
Does Keiko play today?
that
No.
market area. And in fact, so much so, they're going to try and ult into mid with the running back. Damage has been done, but can Martin get a kill? No.
50 seconds. Got to make a call on
Looks
this
like
one.
FUT might siphon back into this setup for mates, though. So often the traps have been in these positions, and they've been broken right off rip by FUT.
3-person
This time,
stack over towards
mates
B.
pull them back. Beepo wants to have kill trips, catch them as they get into the
When does
site.
Starzo
The
get his
rotation
recon?
here,
He's miles away,
huge
right?
as well from the defensive side. 3 players waiting just outside B. They have to be concerned about the mid fight, about the market cross. They'll at least have 2 in position by the time push comes to shove. First trip's already been destroyed. The second is for the jump up. Zeus goes down, but it's a slide around
Really?
from Sup that's
Little double.
completely erased this
Shock
setup.
is good. No,
The
it's not.
shock dart's deadly to some, but that damage won't be dealt where it's needed. FUT 4 versus 3.
Yeah, the first one was just a little bit too deep, but a couple of low HP players definitely makes it interesting. The run through from Social Boy is manic. Prox had no idea that he would come through the other side.
Enemy remaining.
And it leaves just one. And it's going to be Sociable taking
That's
over.
a little
He was
devastating. 2 in a row for
32
them. They got to
HP
eco.
as he started each of those fights, and he took no further damage. The IGL taking the top of the board.
It's like a Gears mission. You know, you see Sociable and Sup go in 2 different directions from main, but they meet back up. That push looks insane. It looks like he's a madman, but he did it because Sup was coming through mid. Sup was there to strike if Sociable fell.
What do you think
but,
about the Americas
well,
games
that
today?
backup
Really
was
good games.
not needed yet again. They met back up to a field
Dunno, man.
of bodies,
G2 100 Fuse is
double
gonna be really
digits for
fun.
the attack side. Now it's a pause from mates as they
The
feel
second one
that
might
pressure.
be fun just to
The
see what
map's starting
MLB
to
are
slip
doing.
away.
Yeah, and the unfortunate truth is we talked already a bit about Prox and how individually I think he's looked good coming back into this roster. And I think he's a player that maybe needed that little bit of additional time going back down into the tier 2, but versus Pacific had a very good game overall. The
on Ascent for sure,
right
I agree.
now, though, is less about
That's what I was saying the whole time.
Martin.
Like, just tell me what you want to play and we make it work. That's what they should be doing.
We know that this role swap
not just guys that play default
for the most
comp.
part has been fantastic. The issue they're having, and it's kind of a funnier issue, because I was even speaking to their performance coach earlier that was like, hey, if we can perform in the first
What do you think about
map,
Loud being crew? I didn't watch the game, but I had it in my pick'ems that Loud would win. I think they're just going to look better.
To this series. It doesn't mean they're out of the series, but it is a little bit more worrying when you're on your own map choice, and the next map is Haven, where over the last 3 months alone, we have seen FUT go 8-2, and that's versus some of the top opposition in the world.
Track them down. Yeah, so
Crew are Lotus merchants. They really are.
On map 2, a reverse sweep.
They really are.
Looking too great.
To be fair,
Luke Shaw was playing like Thanos the entire game. Mate, that's like every game for this guy, I'm telling you.
NRG beat Nongshim.
They got a good roster now.
Beat XOG. Good
team. It does depend how this one closes.
And a lot of people have given up on the Loud hope, and that's when you know you gotta double down.
Talked about momentum already and how important it is for this squad. We've seen in that first half it play out for mates. Slowing down FUT becomes the mission. 4-round gap between them. A great start by Starzo. That flashes.
Martin kind of team flashed here a little bit, but
they're keeping this even. Doing damage to Crystallian, almost taking
big duel at middle. Did it happen? No.
He had spike.
Loads of time to rotate.
Oh,
does Beepo go for a gun? Yeah, he does.
As well. These players could already be in the ground, but it does give mates the read.
Yeah, same for FUT though. Like FUT have now seen both players. They saw Mini over on the other side of the map on B, and then they saw Beepo. That's why they immediately hightail it to this side. But Mini is ahead, and he's immediately going to take out Crystalli, the lower HP player. Yedajay's looking to try and play aggressively though. It's a little awkward. Okay.
He was full HP, right? It had to be a headshot, or no?
Making it work with the
maybe Beepo got a tag in there. I'm not entirely sure. Either way, hit the headshot.
I didn't see the HP at the end there because he was 150 going into that.
Yeah,
fight.
I think he might have hit a body tag though, like Beepo did.
I don't know.
Yeah, he did. It came up with assist, and it wasn't cage.
Oh no, an assist came up.
Yeah, assist came up.
So it could have been the tag. I don't think it was utility that gave that. Because I was just thinking, did it need to be the headshot?
Dude, love the look these guys are giving each other after the rounds, man. They're great.
It wouldn't have mattered. Dead to rights as soon as the swing came in. That's a big round.
What a big round this is. 1, 2, 3, can't buy next. 1, 2, 3, 4, can't buy next. If Genemates want to keep this one going, they go to win this.
They get this started even earlier than expected.
4 pass and top mid.
Molly too. That's going to buy a lot of time.
What is it, dude? It's a little weird because the partner should be droning as the spike on this as well. So
this is something they've been able to battle for throughout. Zeus taking a hell of a lot of space. Now bear in mind it was being watched by Martin.
Timing.
That was his sort of chance to strike, and now he's been lost. Sociable went back for a further battle with the superstar duelist on mates, and he's won it once again. They eyesight firmly under the control. Now they're going to try and put the pressure onto Yedajay, but he will be able to see by the time they're there. Mini deals with him anyway, though.
Sociable's being checked, but he wins the skill check. Mates, 1 man down on the retake.
Yeah, someone's got to go hero mode for Genemates there.
Accounted for, barring Starzo.
Okay.
Oh, it's a good spray.
Might be enough.
It's given hope to Starzo a chance, and he dodges the ult as well. Here just in time. Low HP on the first, but Zeus
has been absolutely solid.
It's 11
it should be done.
to 7.
Pretty much a full eco coming in here. They can get like bandits or sheriffs or something. But
I'm sure I said this initially when Zeus first joined this team, that it felt like the lower his HP got, the highest his headshot percentage got. And I feel like the more he's come back into form, the more it's felt that way. It's like the lower the health is, it's like the higher the chance. He's just going to dome you the second you come around the corner. He's having an unbelievable
performance. They got a hero gun.
And that's always
hero
the case
gun,
with FUT. It's like, yeah,
double
sure,
sheriff.
Sop is not at his best game. Yedajay's been okay. But if you have 2 of those 5, that could be enough to beat anyone. And right now, you've got both Zeus and Sociable on a tear. A
quick 2-0 here. I can't remember what Gentlemate's Haven looks like. I know FUT's Haven's really good.
I
think Gentlemate's had a good Haven, no?
Searching for a fight.
Martin
Phoenix.
Here.
But
I'm pretty sure they have
as
a
far
good
as they're
Haven.
concerned. That is the spike in elbow. They have a chance here to drop the most valuable piece of the puzzle for the attacking side. Cristalli has to stay alive, and of course, this is the moment he hits his shots, gets out, plants on the A side, and all the while, Yedijay's been filling in the blanks. Just damage done to Martin, but it's enough with Starzo falling. It feels like everywhere they step, there's a landmine. Mates have only Martin left to save.
I feel like it is that.
They probably know that he has the gun because he shot it early and then had a little bit of a duel, so the hunt is on very early here.
And just insta-headshot someone. Well,
good luck.
The chance of the low buy success has hit 0. Martin is hoping to hold on to his gun, but I'm just looking at the way Sop is playing, and I just knew.
Okay, 5 goes at it. They at least have the Phoenix ult, but they're up against a Sova ult and something else that I can't remember.
There was a point in this game where mates were 3-2 up, and I thought they were about to hit a streak of rounds. Instead, FUT have looked controlled on their opponent's map choice as well, on a map that we really haven't seen too much from FUT at all. It might make a few teams shy away from picking it into
Sova or Neon ult.
Yeah,
it's actually a
it's
sick combo.
Possible. I'm not sure Sociable's going to play
Dodging
like
this, get wrecked by this if they want to.
Yeah, but
they keep it simple.
That's exactly.
Could also just wait for more ults, but they're pretty far away.
Well, the clock starts ticking, and Mini's already pushing. He might have been spotted on the crossover there.
He's here fast.
He played against Petra, and now he's gone to Petra. She taught him everything. Oh, they're going the other way. Never mind.
No.
Never mind. Petra, what do you do if they don't walk past Petra? That's the question I want to know when we go back to the desk later. Like, what do you do now?
This whole round was off the back of this as well. We saw mates in the previous look to fight
honestly,
middle.
Gonna stay here
they
the whole
pushed
round.
down,
That's
they
good
took
info.
control. This time, they take a little bit of control, but don't finish the push. Instead, wait to spring the trap, and FUT, they step the other way for a moment.
Oh,
all 5.
It's back on! No, they're going spawn.
Step the other way. Hold on. Are they all going spawn? Even one of you want to go to middle? Take a little look? Take a peek? No. And I think that's because
But if they run near the B site, then he'll hear them.
Yeah, he might hear them.
But also his whole team's
But
on
they're just all walking.
This is about as poorly as it can go when you use the spot on this map called Petra. That's rough. Oh, hold on.
Is it back on?
Okay, we've got one going mid. Yedijay stepping into the Viper's pit, and look at Mini go! He's taken Yedijay down.
Mate, what is going on?
Position.
It's a 1 minute 30 build up for one frag.
Chance for mates.
Oh, okay. Zeus was a little bit further forward than they expected. Prox has done well. Spike not planted, and they have to get on it now if there's going to be any chance. Sociable, he's run out of time, and Prox again. It might have been Petra's spot that started it off, but it's a different P in Prox. They'll be the one to close the round.
Oh, they stressed me out there. You see Martin running out on the Phoenix ult, and nobody backing him up.
Yeah, you know, every angle. Let's get every single angle. Wait, there must have been at least 4 more angles we could have got that from.
And this looked like a bit of a mistake from mates, not taking full advantage of that Phoenix ult, not trading out the player that can go down. But then Prox came through.
Yeah, this was just a sloppy round.
Yeah, sloppy.
It was just a sloppy round.
Sloppy round, you got to give it to Prox, though. It was his round. He's now sat there neck and neck with Sociable on 22 kills. And a timeout.
But they were going to give him a little more leeway here in terms of trying to close it out themselves.
And the important thing is,
but I think it's a good timeout because you want to make sure that they use that ult right as well. They
still have another one to use, so for them to lose this map still feels like it's a long way away.
Do you know what genuinely might be one of the funniest things possible? Is that if you don't check Petra when Petra's on the desk, is there a part of your brain that goes, she sat right over there, like, how did I not think of this? Like, you can, like, I reckon she's just looking at them going, really? I'm right here. Like, I'm literally sat here. How have you forgotten my spot? So, yeah, Yedijay, shame. No more dancing until you learn where Petra is on the map and in the studio. But nonetheless, 12-8, very, very far ahead still And although they've taken this pause, it seems like they're less worried about what mates are doing and more worried about what they are doing instead.
There it is. There it
Where's
is.
the graffiti? That's all I'm going to say.
Wrong game,
4
mate.
rounds in a row.
Right, let's see if they change
stuff
up.
They're pushing
the spike
towards the spike. A lone man, Sociable,
it's such a
now
good
has
pause.
backup. Zeus has come to his aid as the smoke fades. Here's the swing, and Sociable goes down.
Holy,
so
that's nicely
too
handled in the
Zeus.
end.
A beautiful paranoia delivered by Prox.
Right here.
And although that might not be the kill,
Nah, I respect him
it
not.
should be good enough. Sop down
Not
to
actually just
35.
full
That
committing to
sliding
that.
Neon will be easier to
Oh
hit.
boy, the
Now
spacing is.
I meant Sop, but Mini goes down before.
Always a dangerous player to leave alive.
I know exactly where you are.
And well, playing this nice and safe. All 4 players able to get into position.
They got so much time. They should try to get out of there.
Dare I say it? From this spot, it almost feels unlosable.
Worst case scenario, they
I think
just go
that's
save
why
as well, and it's not too bad.
The remaining 2 players might just opt to try and reset this
Right,
one,
should do map
because
graffitis.
fighting into
Yeah,
4
they
players
should
to know
have,
you're there is
but
gonna be tough.
I think they had to commit early on.
Raring to go, and it's perfectly played.
It is something that's really cool, I think.
Martin, 12-9, 3 rounds the difference now, and it seems like they might not be out of this just yet.
Yeah, after the timeout, no success. This push towards A main coming out of mates, definitely not expected. I'm not surprised. So much of their round has been about taking that mid space, fighting for it heads up, or setting traps. And this time, they throw a curveball in. And before the flash even leaves Phoenix's hands, the round is pretty much theirs. Bump in the road for FUT. 12-9, still a timeout to use. It might come in if they lose this round.
And they've still got an investment. There's definitely a piece or two missing. Yetajay with a Sheriff is not always that much of a detriment, but I think they're willing to risk
if we're all
this
ending
because
like
of the
this,
ults they have in tow,
you gotta see the
their
ults.
opponents have exactly the same ults, and they're taking the same space as the prior round.
Cover going out.
Well, the spike won't be left defenseless this time. Instead, FUT look to take that mid control again, this time together. Rotations being heard. Drone going through. Paranoia, it only catches 1, but
kill.
it forces
Imagine seeing 3 is swinging though.
He's now down and out, and FUT are making ground towards this B site. The plant will be found. Sociable spotted, but he still found 1.
Mate, what a round. It's so much. Martin can heal a little bit, but it's still rough.
Looks like it's still going to be FUT's round. But Martin will get back up to at least a decent amount of health, maybe even full.
Yeah, he does. This is nice from him.
Oh,
Recons over towards Market, gets in a position, has someone to cover him, so he can actually just as they flood out now. Or he plays Spike.
Down, but even still, while low, he finds another. Hunter's Fury. Send back at least keeps Martin alive. The Sheriff is also connected onto Prox. So now one player is healthy, the other is walking wounded once again. And you know the Yetajay is going to be taking first contact. He might be the only contact needed. That Sheriff has done immeasurable damage.
There it is.
While the shock dart should close things out. No, he'll live an extra second or two.
Good try on this one. Right, not too bad, man. I mean, FUT had a great recovery on the first, like, was it 3-2 or 1.42? I can't remember.
Victory with Haven up next.
He was very nice. Yeah, they got a good Haven next, so it could be a 2-0, but Genemates, man. Genemates used to have a really good Haven. I don't know if it's changed much.
Let's hope it's the same in the series for now.
Sociable, he won like 3 rounds individually.
Let's go down to the sideline.
Yeah, good impact.
Well, buddy is still by with Zeus.